Greetings. This is your brother Elder Blacklight. You see, the late and great Alexander Mayr Coleman Young, first black mayor of Detroit, he's going to go into some strategy on how to utilize the land. Now, the example of leadership and the accomplishments are left here for us to utilize, such as the messenger of Allah and another brother, Mayr Coleman Young. You know, Barry Gordy is another one. Barton Cablevision, Dr. Banks. We got one brother left in the communication business that's been going on for a minute that I used to deal with the brother, WHPR, R.J. Watkins, you know. But he's scared to step out there because he know that there ain't gonna be too many backing him up. I was with him when we had a meeting with Farrakhan and a bunch of more leaders, and they don't want to put their money behind the brother. Anyway, I'm going to show you how Coleman Young was dressing up the city, utilizing the terrain. That's one thing you got to recognize, how to utilize your surroundings.
On the record for Native Detroiter for a visionary piece that looks ahead at what Detroit will be like as we continue to move towards 1990. One of the things that struck me was that early on in your early years as mayor, you talked about the bridge development. And as we drive along Jefferson, we see that realized in a tremendous way. And now there's talk about the Lower East Side development, and certainly the housing, the 500 new housing units plays into that. Mm-hmm. What development is on tap for the city that will really shape it in the 1990s?
Well, there are several major developments. One of the major developments is another expansion of City Airport. And hearings and environmental impact studies are currently underway, subject to FAA review and approval, that provide for the building of at least one more new and longer runway that would hopefully allow planes to take off from City Airport and travel on the West Coast or to Mexico or to the Caribbean. In conjunction with the expansion of the airport and the building of the Chrysler Jefferson plant, with the already established completion of the MOTOWN plant, three tremendous developments, total investment of well over $2 billion. We would like to build a new town in town on the Detroit east side. I think that's one of the major things that we'd be looking forward to in the immediate period ahead of us. For the 500 new housing units that you talked about, to provide a significant beginning, 100 of those new houses, new freestanding single-family homes, will be built in the Jeff Chalmers area, which is immediately adjacent to Gray Haven. Just last Sunday, we opened up Gray Haven the models there for inspection. Hopefully by the end of the year, a new development will be completed that will provide for over 100, I've forgotten how many units of apartments, condominiums or apartments that are in row houses, and one low-rise apartment building that will be the beginning of what I believe will be one of the most attractive living areas in the city, located on the river with enclosed garages in front and backing out on a marina where persons can walk through their homes from the automobile and the garage and get into their boat and be into the Detroit River or Lake St. Clair in 10 minutes. There's nothing like it in too many places in America. There's certainly nothing like it in Michigan. And this is only the beginning of a 3-phase development around Great Haven. The other new house I talk about will be the beginning of a new development in housing that will go with the new town in town, together with a new shopping center in that same Jeff Chalmers area, and new training facilities, education facilities, etc. But we would like to encourage new housing and new facilities throughout the east side. We're looking at an area, a method of uniting Indian Village and West Village on our near east side with Elmwood 3, which actually ends as you come eastward at Mount Elliott Cemetery. Mount Elliott Cemetery on its eastern boundary is at Mount Elliott. We'd like to build, and we're looking at building a new development from Mount Elliott back east to Indian Village, all the way down to Jeff.
Now, we're going to pause it there and resume on a later video. See, that's a black man right there. One thing in Detroit that we're lacking is black men. They let the women push when they should be pushing. That's right. And the women should be at home nurturing and teaching the children and keeping them little bad boys, little bad girls in check. And if necessary, that's when they call in Papa with the licking stick. Papa come quick with that licking stick. But y'all done let the white man take all that, the licking stick away. You know. And the brothers can't keep their woman in check because as soon as you try to check them, some of y'all do it wrongly. Y'all don't know how to check your woman properly. You go upside her head, but you know, it's techniques that you can use. So they call the police, their best friend, their protector. That's their man. So brothers, if you want to get your woman back, you got to pay the cost to be the boss, but you got to be a man. I heard a brother saying, I was a man, but he was a pimp. But he said, I'm a pimp, but I'm still a man. You go to jail if your woman, something go wrong, man, because you're doing the man law. R. Kelly and them tell you about that. Peace.